But Malbec was my first love.
Really?
It
Okay,
really
I'm gonna have to
was.
try. So, what would you say it's similar to? Like a Merlot, a Cab? Is it sweeter?
No, it's dry.
But is it real dry?
It's below a Merlot, but
Okay.
it's higher than a Cab as far as like dryness.
Okay, I bet I would like it. Okay,
I
I'm
bet
gonna
you
get
would
that.
like it. So, and the great thing is, Argentina is really well known for Malbec.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically one of their widest, I cannot talk today, most planted grapes there.
Wow.
So-
Okay, cool.
And they do a
Hey,
great
Cindy.
job. So y'all want to know $10.99?
What?
And that's not on sale. That's its regular price. And if you, to kind of get away from
Yep.
twist tops, people are scared of it. 90 points by James Suckling.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
And I did notice this too, that yes, and Julie, I did see your wine at. Now here's the crazy thing. I think it was the but that is not under $20. It
Miami
was
is not.
Yeah, it was not. I don't remember it being like that pricey. It was maybe like $24.99 when I saw it in the store. The Pinot, but they had one. They had another one, Miami, that was like $14.99 or $16.99.
Mm-hmm.
So it was below the 20, but it wasn't the Pinot. Now this is one that the guy talked me into getting today because I had picked up another one.
It is so very good. Okay, so Pinots, that was one of my first blog posts was on Pinots, and this is in Oregon. You actually brought this.
Yeah.
And
the guy
so-
was like, you have to take this one because he said it is amazing.
It is so good. So the difference between like California and Oregon
Mm-hmm.
with like your Pinots, I always go towards an Oregon just because you're getting more of like that minerality. It's a totally different wine taste if you if you put them side by side and tasted them.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting less of that like smoky, dusty. What are they saying?
So Cindy's saying she pays $18.99 for the
Cindy!
Pinot. Okay. Yeah.
But hey, guys, you have got, if you like Pinot, here, scratch that. Everybody needs to go try this.
Y'all, this was
Because
like
it's so
$14.99.
good.
I mean, it was not expensive at all. Like I said, everything we're talking about tonight, under $20.
It's Rainstorm, by the way.
Rainstorm. And I'll put these in the comments when we finish up.
Ooh, another one is Poppy. So if you can read it on there.
Uh-oh, it's our light is really Poppy.
And it's got a cute little poppy on it. That's a really good Pinot, and it is $16.99. So see, I'm drinking these things all the time.
Yeah.
So
let's go back to like the little rating system. I did notice this, and I noticed this when I do go into Germantown, the wine and spirits, is that a lot of them have those little rating cards.
and those little placards.
Yep, and so those are really good to just look at. You know, it's funny because I have certain ones that I like, and this is really funny. Like today when I went to go pick these wines up, one of my favorite wines is done by the Biltmore, and I think it's really because like it's one of my favorite places on the planet.
There's a
And-
memory attached.
Yes, and I have so many wonderful memories
Yeah.
of it, and I've been through the winery many times, and it just brings, when I'm drinking it, it just brings back that. And so I picked it up because it was the Pinot, and I picked it up and it was like, I don't know, $17.99, and the guy's like, nah. And I'm like, oh, is this not a good wine? Is this not something that most people drink? And he's like, no, it's okay. But like, you know, there's something better for that kind of money. So I think it's interesting, you know, and like I said, we used to drink wine a lot, you know, before the kids came along, and we don't get out that often anymore. And
I drink with the dogs. They are the kids.
So, but it's just funny, you know, how people kind of have their own taste, and kind of like that Chardonnay right there. You know, I think I always equate the Kendall Jackson Chardonnay to the California roll. Okay?
Okay.
Because you know how, like, when you first start eating sushi, you know, that it's like, oh, you just get the California roll because it's like the safest thing to get.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like pairing it with it.
No.
I was like, I mean, it
and
could,
so
yeah.
to me, like, I love that Chardonnay, and I think it just goes back to, you know, it's kind of a Kendall Jackson is kind of one of those things that you first start drinking, you know,
Exactly.
kind of like White Zinfandel. And we're not going to talk about White Zinfandel because one of my best friends, who I don't think is on, freaking loves that stuff.
Hey, drink what you like. What are these?
Rachel, I know, girl, but I mean,
yeah. I've heard that so much, Rachel.
It's definitely true, but it's like you got to have some, you know, mindset. You know what I need to do? I need to get back in the habit of just drinking wine on a regular basis. So anyway,
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, like, what I love about wine and how I got so kind of passionate about it is part of what you were telling me. It has that memory.
Right.
So we have a few wines with my group of friends, and we're connected to it, and it's a great wine and it tastes good. It's a good price, but it reminds me of them and like all the fun that we've had. And that's the great thing about wine. You can take strangers and sit at a dinner table, and you end up learning about each other because you're drinking and having a good time, and people are telling stories, and the wine changes with the food. And I mean, it's just, there's so much fun to it.
Stace, she knows.
Oh,
She knows who we're talking about.
So real fast on about Valentine's. So Frisione, so it's a black, like, matte bottle, and it I sing a little song with it. Frisione. It's like that guy, the little scuttle thing from The Mermaid. Anyways,
yeah.
Made that like ridiculous. So anyways, Frisione, they have, you're gonna see it say Cordon Negro. Okay, so they have a brut cava and an extra dry cava, and basically that's just telling you one's sweeter and one's drier.
Okay.
So, but those, you're not gonna miss that like very like blacked out bottle.
Okay.
And
what is this?
Frisione is so it's a sparkling wine.
Okay.
It's a cava. So it's just from a different region. So just like Prosecco and Champagne and all that, it's just from a different region. But $14.99, guys, and that's not on sale.
I gotta go try that.
It's really, really good. Sometimes you can catch really good sales on those. But I just had to show you
try
that.
this
It's
either.
Valentine's Day in a little bit.
So now, have you ever tried this? Okay, this.
I love the label. Friends.
Yeah. So this was another recommendation. This is just a red blend. So let's talk about a little bit about what blends are, as opposed to, you know, just a Merlot or a Cab.
varietal. Okay, so with blends, they're basically taking different grapes and putting them together, and each one depends on what the winemaker wanted. Most of the time, it's going to tell you. If you're ever curious about a wine and want to know, there's an app. It's the Vino. I don't know if you can see it.
The Vino.
No,
Okay.
the Vino. So it's
Okay.
VINO. But if you go to that, it'll sometimes tell you information that the bottle may be lacking. But most of the time, it's going to tell you, you know, it's like 50% this, 40% this, and, you know, add it all up for you. So varietal. So that's like a Merlot, a Zinfandel, a Malbec.
That's what this says. And a Shiraz.
Yes. So your blends, they're just several different varietals that are kind of put together. Yeah. But most of the time you're not going to get, even though it says like Pinot Noir or Malbec, it's not going to be 100%.
I gotcha. Okay, that's interesting.
So that's something to kind of keep an eye on. And okay, so we're getting close to our time limit. We cannot leave out some of these whites.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you talk about that one, and then I'm going to pull up one that I know we have at restaurants around here.
Yeah, so this is actually one that I got today. This thing right here, I want to say was $14.99, $12.99. I mean,
it's really pretty.
I don't think any of them were over $15.99 that I got today. He said this is one of the best for the price points. And I'm not a big white drinker.
I'm not either, but I'm finding more. Because right now, I'm eating all the seafood I can find, y'all. Oh
So if you have a favorite white, let us know. And look, before we run out of, okay, you finish that, and then I want to talk about glasses real quick.
Okay, so Sauvignon Blanc, there's a Oyster Bay.
Okay.
It's a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc.
And
so,
this is too.
Yes. So
Yes.
you're gonna have more of like your like green, like bell pepper notes and things like that in it. But you can get this, I know for sure, at Drago's. That's one of the reasons I was like, oh, let me tell you this, because I know you can get it and taste it by the glass at Drago's. So there's our timer. But yeah, so I hope that I've given y'all, I mean, we have so many more that we've not even scratched the surface.
So really quick, we're not gonna go over too long, but really quick, let's talk just a second about glasses.
Okay, glassware is super, super important. And I used to think, oh, whatever, you know, I could drink it out of a Dixie cup. I mean, I can, but it's just not giving you that full experience. So
this is my favorite.
I love these glasses, but it's gonna be more like your like really bold cabs and stuff like that. You've got your like just regular everyday.
Can y'all see these? These are, and you know what I like about this? It's like the glass is so thin.
Yes.
And it's
probably crystal.
It is so hard to find glasses like this. And of course, it came 4 in a set and I broke one of them. So we're down to 3. But I love this glass. This is what I usually drink any red out of. But I have become very fond of these little things.
I do like it.
Yeah. But you were saying the other day, which this is a very interesting point because we were talking about this. I know, we and Julie were just talking about needing to get together and drink wine. We've literally got like 15 wines over here, so I guess party at my house. But you had brought up a very good point that when you have a glass like this that doesn't have a stem, that it changes the temperature, right?
Okay, so when someone gives you a glass, and it doesn't matter if it's this larger one or this, you want to kind of hold it. You'll see me do like this if I want to like swirl it, but when I go to drink, it's generally like this. So reason, I'm like out of control. No, I just sat it down hard. Okay. You don't want to do this because why? Because your hand is like body temperature. Is what, 96, 97, something like that. Whatever. I'm not that great at it, but it is warming up the wine inside that glass. And heat and cold and oxygen can all affect the taste of the wine. So, you know, a lot of people, like my husband really wants it at cellar temperature. My mom puts it in the refrigerator and I just cannot with it.
Wait, what does she put in the refrigerator?
Her red wine.
Oh, yeah.
And
I know people that, or they put ice.
Don't do that. Let me tell you why.
I don't do that. I don't. Not me, but I've seen people do it.
You are putting water into this wine, so you're changing the acidity, like pH, you're changing the flavor profile. I mean, you are making it something else. So, I mean, like, don't do that. Somebody did that next to me, and I cracked up. But your glassware is excuse me, super important. So you want to make sure that you, if you're kind of bouncing between whites and reds, that you get something like a universal wine glass.
Would it be something more like this?
More like that. I didn't bring mine because they're kind of, I mean, they're not super easy to break, but I actually have somebody who has sent me a great deal of wine glasses just to try. And we can put them up on the bottom of this too. So
that's so funny. So listen,
yeah,
way back in the day, box wine was our thing. You know,
college, I'm not gonna lie.
But now, listen, I hear, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I hear the box wine is coming back, and that they're putting good wine into boxes now, and you flip you got it on tap.
Oh, I don't know about this. I don't know about that. But I will tell you that there are good wines, and they are coming up with different ways to bottle things, because there's such a demand, and I talked about this on my Twist Top Tuesday.
Yeah.
Such a demand on like cork and how much the cork actually costs. And stay tuned for next Tuesday, because I am going to talk about where the cork comes from, which kind of blew my mind the day I found this out. But hey, Aspen and Birch, there's somebody who really does send me a great deal of glasses. So I've got bubble, like their sparkling glasses, and I also have their red wine glasses, and they're super modern and like cool shapes. But then my others, actually, I got them from Williams Sonoma. But again, if you'll pop over, even if you go to my